translate what you're looking for, and then for them to like hear and be like, oh yeah, you're looking for a da 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 da. I think that's crazy.
Record. For sure.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe we could buy back Spirit Airline, get a plane. What's good? What's good, Jameski?
Hey, it was good, bro.
Not much, brother. Just chilling, shooting the breeze. How they say
That's
it.
right.
Don't lie to him. He was shooting dice, bro.
Yeah, I was shooting dice. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Mid game.
Yeah, mid game, bro. You caught me mid shake, man. You messing up my stride.
Mid shake is crazy word.
Mid shake, gang.
Hey, clip that.
Clip it too. That's incriminating. That's doxing info.
Yeah.
What's that one Drewski meme? You got me. You got me.
You got me. Yeah, I can't run for office now, bro. Y'all could just play that on there, put it in a really bad light and context, bro. It could be over for me.
Yeah. This y'all nominee.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yo, I was talking to my little cousin the other day. He's like 9 years old.
Yeah.
And basically he had to throw away a little ball of trash, right? And he's like, oh, hold down open the trash lid for me. He shoots it. Guess what he yells, bro?
Curry?
Yeah, Steph Curry. Not Kobe. He said Steph Curry. I said.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be even worse. I thought I was gonna hear going, yo, Wemby. I thought we was about to get it. I thought we was getting there. I thought we was at that point. I was like, oh no. Yeah, if he's doing Curry, you got to shoot from 2 city blocks away. That's the rules. If you're gonna be pulling up that shit,
he's got to shoot from the neighbor's house.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got to airdrop.
Hey, back up.
Yeah, back up, bro. Back up, dog. Different zip code type shit, bro. You gotta get
I'm dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 5.
5 of them 5
episodes in. I got my boy Ronnie Schmo, aka Aaron. I got James with me. Aaron, you go by something else, right? Last time you told me.
Oh, Ronnie.
It was Ronnie.
Yeah, it's Ronnie. Yeah, it's Ronnie. I come up with a new name every week, so those don't matter. But Ronnie's worse.
We'll have a new name for every episode.
There you go.
And I'm your host, Carlos. First and foremost, bro, I want to apologize because the last episode, the audio, at least from my part, was just absolute trash. I couldn't find my headphones, so I had to use my Beats. And when I was using my Beats, I forgot to plug in the little audio part. So I noticed that there was times where like I was talking and I had Aaron like this. And then I realized, I'm like, okay, so, we can't reshoot the episode, so we're just going to have to deal with it. So my sincerest apologies. That will not happen again. We got the audio fixed. We're balling on a budget right now, man. So later on, we'll actually have mics. We'll have real setup. Once we're in a studio, yes, we're going to be moving to a studio here in the near future. Just got a couple of things we got to line up first. But once we move to a studio, obviously we won't have these little wired cords. We'll actually have a good setup, and I'm excited for you guys to see that. But that's enough on that. A couple of announcements, bro. Hold on, let me find them real quick. Couple of announcements that I saw. So this was not today, but 2 years ago. This was not today, but 2 days ago, around 5 years ago, 2020, Drake dropped Dark Lane demo tapes, which is crazy that was 5 years ago, because what a time that was, man. Everybody was hitting the right foot. Another announcement is Northwest is debuting her EP North Forever. So, Kanye's spring, man. She's starting to make music, and it looks like she's debuting like an old school MySpace early 2000s soundtrack. I think she sampled Megan Diaz's underground hit Monster, which I don't know if you guys know what that is, but if you don't, go peep it. Iceman dropping May 15th. If you guys don't know, you know now. You heard it from us. But unless you're living under a rock, you probably already heard it. And last announcement, man, Ariana Grande is dropping her eighth studio album, Petal, July 31st, the same day that Spider-Man comes out. So, that's gonna be crazy.
Mm.
Good God, that's a long ways,
Mm-hmm.
bro. You know she popping when she could announce something that far off, bro. She could announce she announcing the baby pregnancy at this point, bro. 9 months.
Yeah, man,
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
I'm hyped, man, because
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys listen to too much Ariana Grande, but there's a couple of albums that I like from her. Like she had the song Seven Rings on it. I don't know if you guys ever heard that one.
Sounds familiar.
I heard
I
that
think I might
song.
have heard
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got like
yeah.
a heavy hip hop influence to it, and like she's basically like singing slash rapping on that song.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, a lot of good music coming out, so I'm excited for that. Sounds like summer is gonna be, a summer to remember for sure. Especially with Iceman dropping May 15th. We're like right around the corner.
Isaiah Rashad dropped the
Mm,
album last Friday.
he
It's been
did. He did.
He
I
awful.
did
did see
drop.
that.
Yeah,
First one in a few years, I think, right?
yeah, sure has. It was a mixture of all of his projects. He all kind of put in together. Real good album. Definitely go run
I haven't
that.
heard
And
that one, but I did see it on like TikTok and stuff.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we get him. I forgot who's coming out here in a couple weeks. I feel like I'm gonna be mad, but I'll remember when it come out. That's for sure. But someone else is dropping that I'm excited for too. But definitely, yeah, I was gonna say Isaiah Rashad album really good, worth the listen.
There you go. There's the
Um,
daily recommendation right there for the fans. Go check that out. Let us
Daily
know.
Rec. So some of the topics that we're going to be discussing today, um, I think James, you brought up a thing you wanted to talk about. It was like, what is it like? Movies with the best soundtracks. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was looking through the internet this last week and didn't find a lot of movies, but there's a couple that came to mind. Most of these two are like shows or series. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, man, the first one for me that comes to mind is Coco.
Mm-hmm.
Coco,
Coco,
hands
yeah.
down, has one of the best soundtracks of all time. I don't even care if it's like, you're on a first date and you're trying to play the vibes. I'm playing
Mm-hmm.
Coco and, you know,
For sure, Coco's really good. Oh yeah.
Coco, yeah, I remember, and it was everywhere too. Like when it came out, it like
yeah,
yeah, you couldn't really like hop on anything without seeing like Coco the music or like something like that. I remember, yeah.
yeah, no,
No,
no doubt.
no for sure. One for me is gonna be Black Panther album. The
Mm,
soundtrack. Black Panther
what song
Mm-hmm.
soundtrack.
specifically off of that album do you
Um,
like?
I'm gonna say I literally was just listening to it today. I can't remember what it was called, but the one with Vince Staples and Black Rock on it. That one, and of course the one with Dude, why am I'm over here I'm over here flexing the album. Don't even remember the dang songs on it. Like, I was gonna say, I'm over here like talking like I know. The SOB RGE song.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Oh yeah, yo, too
yeah,
that
hard.
one
that's
had Kendrick with it, like Kendrick on it too,
yeah,
right? It was
yeah. That
SOB
one,
and
yeah.
Kendrick.
Yeah, those Johns are really good. The first song's good too, Black Panther, where it's just him on the tribal drums rapping. That's a really good one because I wish they used it for like the trailer or something, but they didn't. It was really good. It was a good album, honestly. It was put together really well. Baby Keem got his
It
production
was.
credits at 16, so Baby Keem got his start and got big name credits off of that project. So definitely a really good
I didn't
project.
know that Baby Keem produced on that. That's
Yeah,
actually crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
at 16 years old for like such a
yeah.
big movie too, that's wild.
Yeah, I think he was 17. Also, he got nominated for a Grammy on the Lion King live action soundtrack. He produced a song with, or co-produced on the Kendrick and Beyonce song. So
That's
he,
fire.
Ah, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah, dude, he does his thing, man. He's solid. I was gonna say, Baby Keem's solid for sure. So,
Mm-hmm.
Black,
He is, man.
Black Panther album for sure for me.
Yeah,
Have you guys
because
listened to, or my bad, go ahead, James.
I was gonna say yeah, like that like because the movie itself was already fire, and then
Mm-hmm.
like you really like the soundtrack was so good. You could have been a whole album release on its
Oh
own,
yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's also cool like how you brought up Baby Keem having those credits because I think something that like we probably forget is like a lot of artists not only put out good music but they do a lot of writing credits and stuff behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
Like I love when like stories come out like Ye produced a beat and then he gave it to like Beyonce or such and such, and then you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean. So
Oh,
I
for
think it's
sure.
pretty cool when we hear those credit stories on the back
That,
end.
that's
Oh,
always
for
so hard to me when you find out that like one of your favorite artists produced one of your favorite artists' song that like they
yeah.
dropped.
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That I was gonna say. That's how I felt with that Corday and Anderson .Paak song that J. Cole produced. That's a
Oh,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you
yeah,
know what I'm talking
yeah.
about. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I was gonna
Yes.
say, yeah, that one. I think one of
Yeah.
my
You didn't
favorite.
even
I
have to
think,
say the name. I'm like,
yeah, you already know. You already know what I'm talking about. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
but James, but to James's point though about people, you didn't know who like made a song originally for somebody, got moved on to somebody else. I think the craziest thing to find out, Pharrell had two songs that he wrote and produced and sent to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson said, "I like him. I just can't get with the vibe," and then he gave him off. And the two songs was "Rock Your Body" by Justin Timberlake. That's one. Then the other one was oh my gosh, I can't remember. It's an Usher song. See, I told you, bro. I wish I had all my knowledge backed
Mm.
up on here, but he had a song. Oh, you don't have to call by Usher. You don't have to
oh my
call. Yeah,
Oh.
darling, it's
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
girl.
Yeah.
yeah. So when you hear those beats, so you can imagine you can hear Michael Jackson doing the cover
Mm-hmm.
on that.
That does
But yeah,
sound, yeah.
yeah, and they're all Pharrell wrote those joints too. So Pharrell, yeah, Pharrell really, I'm telling you, man, that's another guy right there. Pharrell, what's it gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
Eminem's an underrated producer. Travis Scott's underrated.
Yeah,
Even Quavo
Yep.
produces a lot of the Migos joints too, or at least helps with it. Crazy, crazy
Mm-hmm.
facts, man. You know what I mean? But
that's
yeah.
another movie with a good soundtrack. I haven't seen it yet, but I don't
hmm
have to see it to know that Michael's gotten crazy soundtrack on there.
Yeah, I haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen it. I haven't seen it yet either. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been seeing all the content since it's come out, and it's a renaissance. I'm glad Michael's getting another renaissance, but only somebody like Michael could have a renaissance that we're seeing right now. Like this is
Yeah,
crazy. Like
Yeah.
dude hasn't. But mind you, not even forget the fact that he's no longer with us. The fact that he hasn't dropped the album since 2001, and his music has the
Mm-hmm.
craziest like replay value. Like he dude's really left a really cool impact, and it's great to see that a lot of people are going back celebrating now that this movie's out. Gives people a reason to celebrate and just remember like how cool and how impactful that man was. So definitely that soundtrack is
absolutely,
fire.
dog.
Soundtrack is peak, man. Like me and my wife, we listen to Michael Jackson all the time. We're growing our kids up on Michael Jackson. That's 150%. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. I saw this
Mm-hmm.
TikTok of this guy. He works at the movie theater, and he was like, "I got the best job right now." He's like, I got to sweep up
Yeah.
popcorn and listen to Michael Jackson."
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, vibing, bro. I would be
Oh,
chilling,
that's
man.
heat.
Yeah, man. I'd be doing oil changes in the hot sun, listening to Michael Jackson. I don't even know how to change people oil for real. And that's what I was gonna say. I'd be tripping.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Just look through the
Yeah.
windows, like, is that dude moonwalking? He's supposed to be fixing my
Yeah.
car right now.
Right. Yeah. You want me to fix the car? You gotta stop playing Sunset Driver, bro. You can't do it. You
Yeah.
can't do that, bro.
Another movie, bro, that had a really good soundtrack for me. This was a trilogy movie, but
Mm-hmm.
that third Creed had a star-studded lineup, bro. We had people
Mm-hmm.
like J. Cole, Earth
Mm-hmm.
Gang, Kehlani, JID, Blast, all on one song. That's another one
Mm-hmm.
that could have been like its own
Oh
release, like
yeah.
just the album
Yeah.
itself.
For sure, for sure. No, 100%. And to credit too, Spider Verse, both movies have great soundtracks too.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Those are another
yes,
ones
yeah, that's
too.
yes.
true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that Post Malone song alone was like its own generational bop that he has,
Yeah.
and there was Sway Lee on it. Oh, that's the one with Sway
Sunflower.
Lee. Is it Sway Lee?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something. Yeah, Sunflower. Yeah, yeah, man. I was
Yep.
gonna say really good. I was gonna say really good, really cool. And this one's not even for like artists. Like artists are on the soundtrack. It's more of just like the soundtrack they played for the movie. I'm gonna say, what's it called? Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2. Just the instrumentals. And I was gonna say you
Mm.
might have to go back and you might run it or
Oh,
whatever. But Danny Elfman,
Mm-hmm.
one of the most legendary composers, man. That man done the Simpsons theme song. Man did Batman, did Spider Man. Danny Elfman, man, he's good at just
That's
making really
crazy.
the
yeah.
vibes perfect. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's another.
I'm not too
Yeah.
familiar with
Mhm.
him as like as an artist, but I have
Mhm.
seen and I do like those like older kind of like instrumentals or like choir or
Mhm.
whatever it is, like when they're
Mhm.
playing like the cello or whatever. There's been a couple of occasions where I've seen like on TikTok or like Instagram where you'll go to what is it called, like this place basically, and like they'll be playing the movie and then they'll
Mhm.
have a live band like playing the music,
So cool.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of
I know
like
what
what
you're
you
talking
just
about.
described, Aaron. And I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, I think that's so tough. I think I saw one
Yeah.
for the movie La La Land because La La Land also has
Woo.
Mm-hmm.
another really good soundtrack.
Oh man, see that's so cool, bro. I missed out on one in Seattle for they were playing Naruto music, bro. I was gonna oh man, dog. I forgot what I had going on, but it had to have been really important. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Probably
I was
doing an
like,
oil change for somebody.
yeah, you're right. You probably been stuck on my first one, bro. But no, for sure, man. No, there's so many good like soundtracks, like and artists like composers who do background, like Hans Zimmer. He's done a lot. He did a lot of like.
Mm.
I think he did. Dude, I don't even want to be wrong, but I know he did DC. Like he did back before they rebooted it. So like, Man of Steel.
Mm.
And like he did
Yeah.
Mm.
Wonder Woman. He did a lot of the Zack Snyder joints, but like that's just another one. It's because I listen to it when I read comic books and stuff. I like listening to movie instrumentals. It helps me read and just
Oh,
get
that's
to the
fire.
you focus and it gets you kind of
Oh
locked in. It kind of locks you in when you're
yeah.
like, oh, this is sick. Like, but yeah, so I
Right.
listen to that kind of stuff. So like I've been starting to like kind of pick up on it. I'm like, hey, kind of cool, man. Like composers, like you gotta have like an ear for that. I don't know how people have an ear for like, oh,
Oh
this epic
yeah.
music. And you're like, how do you hear that? Or like, how do you know what you need to get there? It is
Mm-hmm.
actually pretty interesting. That's for sure.
And I don't know if you guys have heard of the show Beef on Netflix.
Yes,
Have
I
you
Oh,
heard
guys?
of
I've
it.
seen it.
Heard
Oh,
of it.
Yeah.
like
I heard of it.
on
Yeah,
there, on there.
yeah, I
Yeah.
seen it on there. Yeah,
Quick
that's all
little
I seen.
quick
Mm-hmm.
little plug, if you haven't already, just for like anybody listening or like you two, it's a fire show. It's produced by A24, which if you know A24, they
Ooh,
produce really good movies. On top of
ooh.
that, they also have really good soundtracks and some of the notable songs on here. These are from so there's two seasons. It's one season is like a whole different story of like two people like what is it that like I don't want to spoil too much, but you just have to go check it out. And then the second season is a completely different story, but they kind of like a little bit. They kind of tie in.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the notable songs on here that I really like from the show were this is like an early 2000s song, "The Reason" by I think I'm saying this right, Hoopstink. If I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. But that's
Hobustang?
the classic. Is it?
Hobustang? Is that what is that it is? Yeah,
I think
the band.
so. It's called The
It's a rock
Reason.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Hobustang. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And then the other one is Midnight City by M83, which I don't know if you've heard that joint, but that joint is fire.
Okay.
Heads Will Roll, Loving is Easy by Rex Orange County. What they do, bro,
Mm,
is so like the show will play, right? Like you'll get the whole 40, 30 minutes, whatever. And then the last, I want to say like last 2 minutes of the episode is coming kind of like a cliffhanger, so it can like leave you wanting more for the next episode. And then right before like the major thing happens, it like cuts off, and then it starts playing the song. But like
mm-hmm.
while the plot is happening, like setting it for the second episode, you can faintly
Mm.
hear it in the back. And then as soon as it's
Mm-hmm.
about to happen, it cuts off, and then it just starts playing the credits with the song. And I think that's so fire. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but so the soundtrack is just so lit.
No, bit. I was meaning to watch it anyway because I saw Oscar Isaacs in season 2, so
Yeah,
that's already enough.
Moon
But the
Knight.
fact that yeah, Moon Knight, that's my boy. So I was gonna say
Yeah.
A24 is an amazing studio, man. I've seen a few of their movies and they are really
Oh
good.
yeah.
I like those. They're probably my more favorite ones that people do. I love how they get down. So no, I gotta check that out. And they got good music.
Yeah,
I'm all
bro.
in there for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
I don't think it
Oh,
matters which way you watch it, but if you do watch it, the second one, in my opinion, is the best one. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
okay, bet. Bet. I've heard of the first season. Then when I saw second season, I saw Oscar Isaac. I was like, oh, bet. So that's cool. It's kind of like
Yeah,
kind of like an American Horror Story esque kind of show where you could kind of jump in from a season. You can jump on kind of different seasons. Too much, not too much,
yeah.
but you can kind of get jump in where you feel like you're not missing too much. So that's pretty good. Okay.
I would
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
say so. But yeah,
Sick.
man, check out Beef and Beef if you're listening. Cast your boy. Anyways, James, do you have something to say?
Uh. Oh wait, like the yeah, like with like the movie thing, or
Yeah, on soundtracks. Yeah. We're still talking
oh
about
okay,
soundtracks.
sorry. I was like no, I wasn't trying to say something for a second.
Nah, I'm not gonna make you say something about
Yeah,
a show you haven't watched. It's all good.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, say it's good right now,
But
James. James, say it's so good that you ain't got to see it to know it's good.
yo, you're not about to make me lose this deal.
Right. You ain't about to make me fumble. I already plugged my stuff in.
Hard out how to work for this. I'm not losing it.
Yeah.
Say so.
Right.
Hey
Right.
Netflix, I love it. I binged the whole thing.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
The
Yeah.
Netflix fan outside my crib right now.
Yeah. Yo, that's funny.
Oh,
Oh
Um,
shit.
yeah. Okay, for the movie I chose with a fire soundtrack, was Blue Streak that came out in '99, starring Martin
ooh.
Lawrence. I think
Fire.
what really made me go into the movie was the soundtrack was Girl's Best Friend, produced by Swiss Beats. Jay-Z
Ooh.
does the song. And then like
Mm-hmm.
I remember like I heard that like in a scene in the film, and then I went googled it, and then found the song and everything. I think it was before like before Shazam was like a thing, so you had to like go do your googles on it.
Oh, yeah.
But it was fire because then like I started looking at it, and even like now I'm like, because I got it pulled up, I'm like, damn, there's some some good stuff on here. They got like, damn, should have treated you right. You got Ja Rule on that. You got While You Were Gone,
Mm.
Kelly Price, and then you
Mm.
got like like I mentioned, Swiss Beats was on here. Jermaine Dupri was on here as well. And then you got who else is on here? Ba-ba-ba. You got Keith Sweat, All Eyes on Me. So you got Static Major, who looks like produced for Playboy Like Me. So
Yo, that's
yeah,
fire.
yeah, like you
Okay.
would like at first you wouldn't think because for one of the movies heat, so you're probably just focused on that. But I remember I heard Girl's Best Friend, that caught my ear, and then
Mm.
went and peeped the soundtrack. Yeah, so I think it's probably one of my more favorite soundtracks from a film.
Static
That's
Major
good.
on there too. R.I.P. the GOAT. But
Yeah.
damn, that's
Great.
crazy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Blue Streak, a good movie, man. That's one of those ones. When Martin Lawrence was on Unstoppable Run, my boy was cooking.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on everything.
Mm-hmm. That
I think
was
they're
that
doing
not
another one.
another Blue
Another
Streak.
Blue
Yo,
Streak?
that's funny. Yo, that's funny.
Yeah, because I remember a while back I had seen like he Martin Lawrence had posted up like a little, what do you call it? I think like a clip of him as from when he had like that disguise on in the film with like the hair and the teeth, and
Yeah.
he
Mm-hmm.
was like comment below if you would love to see Blue Streak 2. And I was
Oh,
like, that was a while ago, so I'm not sure if that was like to see if that's something the fans would want or not. But I do remember
oh,
I
yeah.
like threw that out there at least.
Oh, that's cool. Well, that's good. That's good on them,
Mm-hmm.
man. I was gonna say, yeah, that's a good movie, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Dave Chappelle was in it too. Dog. Yeah,
Oh yeah, Dave
Oh,
Chappelle. Yeah,
yeah, that's my guy. Love Dave Chappelle, bro.
I gotta
So,
peep.
I
I
think
gotta
that might
peep
have
that
been
movie.
the
oh, you
first time I
haven't
seen
seen the
Dave
movie?
Chappelle.
Yo,
I
Carlos, you have
haven't.
to, dog. You have to see that movie.
Yeah,
That movie is funny,
you'll love
dude.
it.
It's yeah,
I
that
wrote
one
it
and
down
Yeah.
already. Yeah.
oh yeah. Have you seen National Security with Martin Lawrence in it?
I've seen
Yo,
National
National
Security.
Security is
Yeah.
Okay,
crazy
okay, good,
funny.
okay, good, okay. I have that on DVD. That's a must have. I keep that
Yeah.
physical. Yeah, because I love National Security.
Y'all
Yeah,
want to
that's a
know
good
something crazy?
one.
What's up?
I seen that film on VHS like a year or two ago.
Oh,
Like, cause
Dude.
VHS.
my dad had it. Like I was cleaning out
Yeah.
like the what do you call it? Like we have this like little space in the living room, and it's got like a bunch of old stuff in there, and I was cleaning it
Yeah,
out. And then I found the VHS movie, and I was like, and we still have a VHS player, and I was like, man, I'm gonna pop this in there because I've always
yeah,
seen it like on streaming stuff, but I just never actually sat down and watched it. I was like, I may as well watch it on the VHS. Fire
Yeah.
movie,
dude,
hilarious. Man, had me
funny.
crying.
You watched it the
Watching
best
how it
way
was
too on
meant.
VHS. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
I was gonna
exactly.
yeah,
say, yep, exactly, dude.
yeah.
I still own Star Wars: The Phantom Menace on VHS. Me and my homeboy used to watch it when we were
Ah,
5.
uh,
Dude, yeah,
yeah.
peak, man.
I
The
love how
VHS,
VHS tapes had those covers.
yes, dude, they were perfect, man. I was gonna say we had it good, bro. We didn't realize it, we didn't realize how good
Yeah.
it was saying. Yeah, love physical
I like how
media,
it's
dog.
like it looks, what do you call it? Like it's like pleasing to your eyes, like the
Yeah,
the sleeve for the VHS, and then it has like information on the film, like and everything
mm-hmm.
all on the back, just like CDs. You go in there and like you
Yeah.
pull out the booklet and then you like
Yeah,
read it. Yeah, man.
yeah, man. I'm
I
telling
remember
you,
they used
man.
to have the FBI warning too.
Oh
Oh
Scare you half
yeah.
to death before you even pop
Oh
the movie
yeah.
up.
yeah,
I used to be tripping even when
For
I
yeah,
no
try to fast.
reason.
I remember I used to try to fast forward and they wouldn't let me. I said, "Oh no, they on me now." I was like, "They said that's how they get you. That's how they get you." They say you're trying to fast forward. You're still
yeah,
stealing. You're trying to fast forward past the
Yeah,
stealing.
bro.
right. Yeah,
You
Yeah,
was nine
that's
years
funny.
old, never done a bad thing in your life, but still had you
yeah,
questioning, like, man, like, oh,
Yeah. Right, they're gonna put me to jail. It's gonna be weird. I'm not gonna
they
belong
gonna
in
find
there.
something, man.
yeah.
They're gonna find something, dude.
Over
No, that's
national
funny.
security. Oh
Yeah,
man.
no, they're gonna send Martin Lawrence himself. He gonna send his car flying through like he did in the beginning.
All right,
Man.
bro. The second segment of before I say this, this is kind of like an honorable mention. I just got done, not just got done, but like, what is it? Like January, a few months ago. I finished watching Stranger Things, like the season
Mm,
finale, and I don't know if you guys have checked it out, but the one song that stuck out to me in the scene, to me, I don't know what it is, but like when you pair a good song with the with like a good scene, they just like, I don't know, man. Like, like Goku and Vegeta when they do that, it just like it does that to me.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Anyways, niche reference if you caught it, but they did "Purple Rain" by Prince in the very
Ooh.
last scene,
Mm-hmm.
and if you haven't, go check it out on TikTok. But
Yeah.
it's so good, like the way that they made it sound. And "Purple Rain" is already an iconic song too. So when I heard that beat, man, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
just a
gonna.
quick honorable mention.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to finish Stranger Things. Me and my wife been slacking on it. We got to rewatch the last like season because these come out so long in between. We forgot. I know what happens at
Yeah.
the end,
Mm.
but I missed so much in between. I can't even. I gotta get back into it. But Stranger Things, yeah, I know they have a divisive ending, but me and my wife are like, look, we gonna just figure it out for ourselves. We got to get our own opinion. I feel like it's gonna be cool. Me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I'm not really much of a hater with media, like unless it's just like really, really bad. Like you know what I mean? It's got to be so bad, like even a person that's blind could see that it's not hitting the way it should. You know what I mean? Like movies, there's only been like I think 2 times I've ever went to a theater and I was like, yo, this movie is terrible. And I mean
Oh
that's like
shit.
yeah, like I've never like usually even movies people don't like. I'm like, oh, I have fun. Like I be having I'm like Marvel. Like this is why Marvel gets so much money out of me, bro. I go see anything. I love it. I was like, they don't have to
Yeah,
try with me. They don't have to try with me, man. Someone just got to show up with a suit, and I'd be like, oh, all right, that's all I need. Take more money. I'm gonna go see it 3 more times.
I'm there.
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh
No,
my,
but
yeah,
Mhm.
man. If you do watch it, let me know. I'm curious to know what your opinion is on the ending because a lot of people didn't like it. When
mm-hmm.
it first came out, I was like, "Oh, this is cool," just because I was so excited. But like, the more I thought
Yeah,
about it, and like over time, I was like, "Man, they really didn't have to." You'll see for yourself. But I want to transition into the next segment.
yeah,
One of my favorite segments in this podcast episode. There's a lot of artists that we talk about in this episode, but I feel like we don't like what is it like Jamie Foxx said. I feel like we don't put enough emphasis on the ladies, man.
mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
without further ado, I want to talk a little bit about the best female artists of all time, man. Some of the female artists that catch your guys' attention. If you have any new female artists, or just I guess artists in general, but since we're on the topic, um, comment them down below. put them down there in the comments. But a couple of artists that I want to talk about, me specifically, I remember when I first discovered her, bro, back in this had to be 2019. Yeah, it was 2019 before COVID started. Was Miss Snow Allegra, bro. Her music is
Mm-hmm.
just I don't know how to describe it, but like that one scene in Ratatouille when he eats like the strawberry and the cheese at the same time, and it's just like
Mhm.
that's
Oh
what I
yeah.
that's what I feel when I listen to Snow Allegra's music. It's just so
Mm-hmm.
calming and so soothing, and her voice is angelic, and I could go on and on, man.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you know Snow Allegra, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, my dad listens to Snow Allegra. My dad loves Snow Allegra, bro. I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
you
yeah, I
look
was
like
like,
you listen
yeah.
to Snow Allegra, man. Your
Oh,
dad's, yeah,
100%. Yeah,
smooth.
my dad's him. Yeah, my dad's him. So you know how he is. If it sounds good and it's smooth, he on it. So he's my litmus test.
Yeah,
If
Yeah.
a project's good, if my dad like it,
yeah,
then then I love it. My dad one time, bro. One time I begged him to buy me Trap Soul. We were at a bootleg DVD store. Don't even get me started on that. We was there at the DVD store and they sold CDs, but Trap Soul was there, and I was like, "Yo, Dad, can you give me this album? This album's good." Like I wanted to listen to it. He's like, "For sure." And I played it in the car when we got it, bro. It took me until I moved out 3 years later to get it back. I did, bro. Literally the first. I never even held that. I didn't even hold it. My dad kept it, bro. He just kept it in the car, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. That was
yeah,
the litmus test. That's how I know
Yeah.
that was a good project, bro. You got to know that for sure.
yeah. He had to
But
make
Snow
sure. He
Allegra,
had to make sure.
yeah, yeah. But Snow Allegra, man, she's very underrated. I feel like she has a good following. Still very underrated. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. There's not too many female artists I do like listen to, so I'm trying to expand. But what I
Hmm.
will say is, and this is someone's already had their whole music run, is Eve from the Rough Riders. I think when I first
Ooh.
discovered DMX and I went through his whole catalog, and I seen,
Hmm.
obviously, they were signing artists, and I was like, seeing Eve name pop up. I'm like, oh, who's this at the time? And then I went, listened to the album. I was like, yo, holy shit. I was like, it
Yeah,
just made
Hmm.
me love the Rough Riders movement all that much more. I'm like, yo, this shit was like solid, like, so I'd say if anyone who hasn't already listened to like Eve's first album, I would, go back and, give that a listen,
Hmm.
and just see if you rock out with it or not. I mean, I like that. I think it's a classic album to me.
Yeah,
But yeah, and I
that
think
shit.
not necessarily a new artist, but I just like by at all. But funny enough, I was telling my brother this the other day. Is like I think Megan Thee Stallion actually has had some of like the craziest freestyles. I remember when she first came out, like her freestyles on the radio shows were going crazy. So I think that's something that like people probably like forget about or overlook. But I think, yeah, she had some crazy freestyles when she first came out.
Oh, for sure.
yeah, she
I agree.
does. I was just gonna say, there's a couple of times where I've been in the car and like how like sometimes Spotify will just throw shuffle music at you or whatever, depending on what artist you're listening to. And I don't go out of my way too much to listen to Megan on my own, but sometimes
Hmm.
Spotify will recommend me something and it's like Megan, and I forget that she do be like she's a really talented rapper for sure.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Glorilla also had like a hard radio freestyle too. I remember
Hmm.
when she like came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Go.
did the llama
Yeah.
llama thing.
Yo, Glommer. Yeah, I was gonna say Glorilla is she chill, bro. I was gonna say I like her. My wife really likes her.
Yeah,
That's what we play in the
yeah.
car. Yeah, absolutely.
What about you? What
Hmm.
Absolutely.
about you, Ronnie?
Honestly, I think two women I will always hold up high. Missy Elliott, actually a big
Hmm.
inspiration to me personally. Love Missy Elliott. Grew up on her. She watching her music videos all the time, bro. She was always out there. Like she was like
Mm-hmm.
it was past the music, bro. Like not to mention she dropped projects that just are amazing, but at the same time, her
Hmm.
vision. Get your freak on that beat. You tell me right now, you would come up with something like that. You could even think of like I know Timbaland. With him and her and Timbaland together, like bro, like man, the vision is real, man. Like you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like
Like
Yeah.
ketchup
she
and
was,
French fries.
yeah, or she put that thing down, flipped it, and reversed it, and literally did it. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, how many folks actually doing that? you know?
Not too many, bro. Not too many.
Not too many, bro. But no, she, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say her, and then I'm trying to. I think honestly, there's so many. Actually, there's a lot of women artists. I can go on
There's
for a
too
long.
many, yeah.
I can go on a long list of things. I was gonna say, love. You got Erica Badu, Ari Lennox. You love them
Mm-hmm.
ladies. I was gonna say one. I think it's a good one. It's kind of slept on, but people would like her a lot. Patrice Russian, R&B singer.
Mm.
She she has a lot of bangers too. If y'all want to give her a check as well, I was gonna say I liked her. When I was really looking for samples when I was in high school to do for my beats, she popped up a lot. And man, like yeah, I was gonna say Patrice Russian, probably up there with some of my favorite. And weird enough too, just one more, just to throw it out there. Is this woman? Her name was Dorothy Ashby, bruh. She used to drop
Mm.
jazz albums back in the 50s. And she would play the harp, and it was
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Like
That's
I found,
tough.
yeah, she has only a couple projects on streaming, but I remember I'd be at work listening. I'm like, this is vibey. She'd be really like, it's crazy, like how you can orchestrate a whole instrumental, but you're just playing the harp. Like you know what I mean? Like you're like, I'm building all
Right,
this
Mm-hmm.
around
right.
around me playing the harp, and she was shredding. She was shredding the
Yeah.
harp, bro. Like I was like, yo, this is crazy, but yeah. But yeah, like yeah, definitely. There's a lot of honestly, the list could go on because I mean women been up and down the music industry for a while now, and even if they
Yeah.
weren't getting their flowers then, they're getting their flowers now. And there's a good renaissance of underground women rappers and R&B artists as well. Bro, TikTok you can find a lot of them. That's what I be finding most of my artists
Yeah.
now. Yeah, you find people, man, really good folks.
No
So
doubt,
support.
man.
Yeah, you got support.
Support your local female artists. But since we're on the
Mm-hmm.
topic of 90s females rappers, I want to give a little sneak peek into the next segment. But just to, mention one of the GOATs, Miss Lauryn Hill, bro. One of my favorite female rappers
Mm-hmm.
of all time. Like, there's a lot of good
Absolutely.
female rappers out
Yeah.
right now, but
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know, man.
She's
Miss Lauryn
she
Hill
is
is just
the
different.
she is the
Mm-hmm.
The,
she's the.
the,
You don't go diamond like that and not be called the. That's all I'm saying.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
She's yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
absolutely, man. Lauren, shout out to Lauren. Love her. And what I was gonna say, Shaka Khan. That's another one. Love Shaka
Mm-hmm.
Khan.
Chaka
That's my
Khan,
lady.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my lady too. I was gonna say Shaka Khan, man, and dang, I just had the other one. But whatever, bro. Like I said, I can go. We can make a whole podcast segment about me talking about women artists in history, bro. There's so many that I'm just like, dog. They just up and down. I grew up loving some artists, man. But for
I'm
surely,
not gonna lie, man, that's not a bad idea.
We
Next
should.
episode or next two might
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
be, a female artist because there is a lot. I wrote down a couple on
yeah.
here that I kind of want to mention, but I know that I'm gonna, stick and
Ooh,
talking. I'm gonna end
ooh,
up talking about them too much since we're back on for
yeah.
the record. Anyways,
We,
I saw something on Instagram earlier today since we were on the topic of, or actually before we say that, um, I
oh,
want to shout out two more female artists before we switch on to the next segment. But I was talking to Aaron about this artist specifically before the camera off camera. Um, but Young Miko, I don't know if you've heard of Young Miko, James, but Young Miko
Mm-mm.
is she's coming up. She's made a lot of like reggaeton music with Bad Bunny, Fade. I know she has this one song in particular. It's called "What's Up." Exactly how it sounds. Did a little sample of Lil
Mm-hmm.
Wayne's "Lollipop," but she's the truth. She's coming to Seattle, I think, this summer, or the fall. I could be wrong, but Young Miko's another one, and then one of the staples of like just for me music in general is Selena, bro. Selena Quintanilla. Again, I don't want to spend too much time talking about her because we're gonna spend the next episode talking about it. But yeah, just a couple of artists I wanted to mention before we switch topics.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go check out Young Miko if you haven't already.
yeah.
That'd be dope if we could get
Shout.
her on this podcast, bro.
I was gonna
That would
say,
be
let's
good.
shoot the management an email.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, might have to. That'd be tough, especially like if she's in Seattle in the fall. If we could somehow manage to pull that off,
Yeah.
yeah.
that'd be wild.
Do
That
on the
would
street
be.
interview or just
Oh
on
yeah.
backstage. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Might not
That'd
be
be
a bad
sick.
idea.
Yeah, I'd
Um,
agree.
time for my favorite segment of the episode. I know I said the last segment was my favorite. To be honest, brother, they're all my favorite. This
Yeah,
podcast is my favorite.
yeah.
But anyways, man, to start the finale of the segments, we're gonna do a vinyl for vinyl. Basically, we have our favorite vinyls from our collections, and we're just gonna be shouting them out a little bit, talking about them. And then if you guys own any vinyls, send us, your favorite vinyls. And then, we might mention them in the next episode or so. But who wanna go first, man? Who wanna go first?
Who wanna do it? Who wanna
I'll go
do it?
first.
Yeah,
All right, let's
James.
go, James. Let's
Yeah,
go. Let's
let's
get
Yeah.
it.
go.
Yeah. Well, I think first I'm gonna just start off with. I mean, funny enough, it looks like me and Carlos got great minds think alike.
Oh, I feel like such
You
a loser
know.
for not having one, bro. Now I feel like a loser, bro.
No, bro. I'll send you mine. I'll send you mine. Send me the address. I'll
Appreciate
ship it
you.
out to you.
Dang, I love that album,
Yeah.
but I just don't got it on me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
if you've never listened to the album, go check out the album. I think it's like it's one of those far and few albums where it's like it's universal. You hear it, just about everybody likes it. I mean, it's just opinion based, but I think for the most part everyone hears it and they can at least find one joint off of there that they like. So if nothing else, if you haven't listened to it, I'll go let you experience it for yourself for the first time. There's one thing I
Mm,
always tell myself, like, damn, I wish I could watch this movie again for the first time or listen to this album again for the first time. Cause
Fair
like,
enough.
there's like no better feeling when you hear something or see something for the first time. You're like, yo, what is this?
yeah,
So
bro.
I think I think just about these vinyl that I got here, they all gave me that feeling of like, oh my god, like what is this, right? That I'm hearing for the first time. Um, Second one, Bryson Tiller's second album. I
Mm,
really like it. I like the special edition he did for it, like on CD, because it came with those like Polaroids film. So I thought that was super tough.
Hmm.
Um, really good album. Every time I listen to it, like start to finish, I'm like, it just feels like I just finished like watching a really good film, and
Oh
I really
yeah.
like the production on that.
Say my pops, funny enough, my dad listens when he mows the lawn, does his yard work. He listens to that album every time. He told me that he
Oh,
literally because
crazy!
he could time his whole routine and the whole runtime of the album. So like he knows
Yeah,
where he needs to be at. And he kind of like got his rhythm. Yeah, I'm telling you, my
yeah,
pops loves Bryson Tiller, dude. That's his guy, man.
yeah,
I'm like, but yeah, that's funny you said that. Now a lot of people show love to that album, and but you and my pops,
yeah.
show that love a little bit.
Hell
That's
yeah!
funny, man. I said, like your pops said by the outro, I should be pulling the weeds already. So
Oh yeah, bro, he's tripping. He's like, what am I doing, bro? I'm over here putting fertilizer down, bro. And at the
I'm
interlude.
only on song 4. What are we doing?
Yeah, come on, man. This ain't the
Yeah.
deluxe. I need more time.
Yeah. Joint I got, and Aaron, I think you'll appreciate this. The
Yeah.
Low End Theory, Tribe Called Quest. I think
Ooh.
this album really made like because I heard this is like one of this album basically put me on to like production. Like it actually made me want to listen to it and look up who engineered what, how they went
Yeah.
about it, and just start looking at footage on how records are made. So like this kind of like broadened my horizon to the like as far as what goes on to create these albums. Then I realized Q-Tip's like freaking legend.
Yeah.
I can't even
Yep.
fathom what goes on in his mind.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think that's like another one of those gems. Um,
Sick.
DMX is probably my favorite album by
Tough.
him.
Oh, tough.
Tough.
Yeah. So this album, I think I heard this song. I was like, well, clearly I'm a big DMX fan, but I think I was
Hmm.
like 14, 15. I heard this. I think like One More Road to Cross and like Good Girls, Bad Guys, Fire, like my favorite joints off of this.
He
Yeah. So DMX, one of the goats. God bless the
rest in
dead.
peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah. I gotta throw in Forest Hills Drive.
Woo! goaded.
Yeah, so this one right here. If the house is burning down, there's probably the joint I'm grabbing and going
Yeah,
with.
you got to. You have to. I'm
Yeah.
grabbing mine, dude. I'm grabbing my copy. I don't play around. Absolutely not. Yeah.
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 Like, yeah, no, I mean, if you haven't heard that album, go listen to that album as well. If
Yeah.
anything, I'd suggest go listen to the Lauryn Hill album, go listen to the Cole's album if you haven't heard either or. But yeah,
Oh
the
yeah.
Mm,
Cole's album, I think is great, especially like for people that are like younger and you're kind of like in like a transition phase in your life where you're going from young adolescent to a young adult. I think is
Hmm.
it's good music for your growth, I think.
that's
Yeah. 100%.
perfect. That's a perfect way to describe that. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Coming to
then
age album.
Yeah.
exactly. And I think this right here, probably like I'd say top
Hey.
Hove album.
Woo. That one
Yeah,
a
and I think
reasonable
what's so
doubt.
I don't know if y'all can
Yeah.
catch that you got Big and Hove like on
Oh,
stage
Yeah.
together.
goaded.
And yes, this album is so fire. Like we got what where I'm from, rap game, crack game, always be my sunshine. Imaginary players, streets is I mean
Hmm.
like Cardi B just
Yeah.
did like imaginary players, so like you could tell like the music has
Hmm.
stood the test of time.
Oh, of course. 100%.
Certified classic.
Hmm.
So like Reasonable Doubt, that joint right there. Some of my favorite whole albums right there. Yeah, those are I'd
Easily.
say like some of my more favorite vinyls that I got right there.
That's
Easily.
tough, man. That's a
Tough,
really good
man.
selection.
Yeah. Real deal ski, man.
Yeah,
So that's
that's
cool.
All right,
right.
Aaron. What you got, man? What you got?
Let's see. Put us on. Put us
Man.
on.
All right, alrighty. So first one I'm gonna do is Milky Way by Boz.
Oh,
This
Oh,
right
okay,
here,
okay.
it's a
yeah.
good
I
one.
I don't have Too High to Riot on vinyl yet, but I'm going
Uh
to.
huh.
That's my favorite. That's up there in my top 10 all time albums. But this was a great follow up. Milky Way.
Mm-hmm.
You got Front Desk. You got Tribe by J Cole. Boca Raton with
I
ASAP
forgot about
Ferg.
that song.
Yeah, if you go catch what's it called, Tiny Desk concert, you look up Boz's performance. He performs most of the
Yeah.
songs on here on there. So you'll hear all the vibes and you'll see what I'm saying. It is good
Mm.
album, bro. Good album. So,
I love that you said Tiny Desk, bro, because I got a
yeah,
sweet treat for y'all. But
um,
continue.
I love Tiny Desk, bro. That's my stuff.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
let's let's see here. Okay, number two, Redemption by J Rock.
Oh,
Oh,
sick.
Mm,
yeah. So
Yeah.
this
Got
one right
some.
here,
Yep.
especially because this one got the but
Yeah.
when this
There you
came out,
go.
man, when this came out, I ran this thing frontward backwards, bro. I actually had it burnt
Yeah.
on CD so I could play it in my Saturn because it didn't have Bluetooth. So
Oh,
I had to burn this,
yeah.
but I had
Take
this
it
one,
back.
bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
This one actually has the King's Dead song, the one that's on Black Panther with Future.
Mm-hmm.
yo,
Yeah, yeah. So all right, so we got that one, and then number three, the Jackson 5 featuring Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Joyful
that's tough.
perfect
jukebox
timing.
music. Yes, perfect
Yeah.
timing. If you get your hands on a Michael Jackson anything or Jackson 5 any vinyl,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good vinyl. But I got this one I think for a couple dollars. If I'm not mistaken. Or
Oh,
I got it.
swear.
Yeah, and I was like, y'all are just crazy. I don't care. I don't care. And it's also in good condition too. But yeah, like it
People
was
Uh-huh.
a
don't know
really
what they're
good.
throwing away, bro.
Dude, they never know what they throwing away,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
Yeah.
I got Billy Ocean and a Otis Redding album for $4 each at a vinyl shop over here, and they don't care. If they were selling $30 vinyls, they sold that for four. I was like, all right, like, bro, you'd be
Yeah.
surprised. Like, I was gonna say Marvin Gaye wrote on here, um, and he had production credits on
Mm-hmm.
here as well. But this is what I
Oh,
listen
that's
to when
sick.
I play this on my vinyl when I clean up in the house, when I clean downstairs
That's
and stuff
Mm-hmm.
fire.
like that. Yeah, so
I got a couple of those like that too. It's like that
yeah.
Sunday cleaning. Yeah.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely. Another one that gets ran in my house. One of my favorite vinyls, probably my favorite album, "The Payback" by
Oh,
James
the
Brown.
payback.
The
Yeah.
Payback, man, and I mean, you got the artwork in the inside. I'm telling you, physical art, you can't beat
Yeah.
you can't beat it, man. Like, look at the
Uh-uh.
bag, like the bag, like I was gonna say. So yeah, the Payback, man. I was gonna say this right here. It was funny when I was a kid, when I was in high school. I had a friend who had this on his wall, and I wanted it so bad. I loved it because I
Mm-hmm.
watched Get On Up with Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. and I loved that movie. Put me on the James Brown for life. And my homeboy Jay, he actually ordered this online. He had to find it online, like digging through eBay, and found it for me
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
for he got it for me for Christmas. So this is probably
Oh,
my
that's
favorite.
fire.
Yeah, dude, favorite one on wax. And then
Yeah.
my last one is drum roll please, Future.
Ooh.
And if
Dude.
you can see here, hold up, he signed this one. I have the other one.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
wait.
dude. Yeah, so I have this one.
That's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. So this one was signed by him, and I got 2 copies because it came in late. It took
Uh-huh.
like a few months for it to come in. I got my other merch when the album came out, and it got sent, and it came with a signed one, and it
Mm-hmm.
came with a regular one, but marble on the vinyl. This probably,
Ooh.
yeah, marble
That's
vinyl. This is
sick.
probably, but I mean, besides getting it signed, I was gonna say this is probably one of my favorite Future albums. This one, The Wizard,
Mm-hmm.
Beast Mode, But I was gonna say, yeah, High Off Life, man. Of course, there's some joints on here. You got the one with Drake, Life is Good. Got 100 Shooters
Mm-hmm.
with Doughboy on it. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, yeah, I was gonna say it was a good time when this album came out. So this one always just brings back good vibes for me.
That it
But
was.
Good
Yeah.
yeah,
memories, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, but other than
Oh,
that,
yeah,
man,
bro.
yeah,
That's tough.
it's all a little list. How about you, Carlos? Send us home.
All right, man. My top five. I think I have an honorable mention in here, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me take a quick look. All right, well, my top, not in any order, but my first one, I got Sade's greatest hits, man. This album
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
specifically is kind of the ones like I was talking to you about, Aaron. The one that I throw on like a Sunday when I'm just chilling and I gotta like get some
mm-hmm,
stuff done
mm-hmm,
just because he's got a lot of smooth tracks on him. And you got Smooth
Mm-hmm.
Operator, you got Your Love Is
ooh,
King, Is
Yeah.
It a
yeah.
Crime?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Sade, man, she's just one of the goats for sure.
Is
One of them
Taboo
And then
on
if you
there?
ones.
look,
Is there
yeah,
Taboo?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay,
Taboo's
good.
on here. What else is on here? Kiss of Life. Oh my gosh,
Ooh,
that song's
ooh.
that intro just does something to me. But the inside here, you got the little love notes as I like to call them. You got some
So
photos in there.
nice. Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. God, I love
But
Sade, man.
yeah, she's a goat. My
Yeah.
second one I got Dawn FM by The Weeknd. This is
Oh,
another album that
I was gonna
like you
put
were
that one
saying,
up.
Aaron.
I was gonna bring that.
Yes,
I have
sir.
mine. I have mine. I have the old man cover. I was gonna say I like yours. I like yours, but I was gonna bring that. That's crazy.
You know what's funny is I was gonna bring out my Forest Hills one. It'd have been funny because we all three
Me
would have had the
too.
Forest
Me
Hills one
too.
on
I
here.
had
But
it too. I was gonna bring it. It was between that or Born Center. I have the 10-year
Yeah.
yeah,
anniversary. I was like, I don't know
Oh,
which one. Yeah, but dang, Dawn
but
FM, such a good album,
this
bro.
is one
Dawn.
of my favorite ones because, like you said, Aaron, this is an album where I just like life was good, and then I remember
Mm-hmm.
specifically coming back from work around like I don't know, it was like 5 o'clock, and this was during the winter time, so this is when it would get dark around like 4:30. But I just remember I
Mm.
was driving home, I was coming home from Tacoma, and I popped this album in, and then I just remember hearing Out of Time for the first time ever,
Ugh,
and that
don't,
not even
dude.
Out of Time, but the transition from Quincy
Ugh,
Jones is
don't,
like
don't, don't,
little
don't.
monologue.
Dog, I'm telling you, no, don't, because I'm telling you right now, that album came out on my birthday, bro. And when I listened to it on my way to work, I listened to the transition and went to Out of Time. I physically shed tears. I've never shed a tear listening to music
It's
until I listened to
so
that
Yeah.
good.
album. Don't get me started, bro. You picked the right one. Don FM is probably up there, like literally one of the best albums ever, in my opinion, bro.
Yeah.
Love that
Bro,
pick,
that
bro.
transition does something to me, man. That
Ooh,
Had to
ooh,
I
pull
can't
dude.
even
over.
explain it.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, yeah,
literally.
dude. Oh my gosh, oh my god. You have you heard the original sample for Out of Time?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What is it
Yeah,
called? I can't. Midnight Pretenders, right?
yeah, Midnight Pretender. Yep, I was gonna
Yeah,
say, yeah, bro. Man, dude, I'm telling you that album because rest in peace, Quincy Jones. He had that influence. Quincy Jones being the executive producer on your album, you're gonna get that magic, bro. Because that's what
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's albums were having. That like Thriller. You have folks that like you had that magic. You had that, yeah, that little, the production. Somebody like you said we were talking about James. You had people
Mm-hmm.
in the room who could emulate what you're looking for. like perfect
Right, right.
to a T.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so my fault, Carlos. I didn't mean that derail. I can tell I can do a whole podcast about Don FM. Yeah, I
Hey
can do a whole
man,
yeah. I love that album, bro.
I'm telling
Oh my
you,
god.
it's one of the albums that I don't know why some people didn't like it, and I'm sitting here and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, I'm a Don this hill. Don FM is one of the weekend's best albums, and funny enough, I
Mm-hmm.
went to his concert when he, debuted this album for the first time, and
Yeah.
listening to Out of Time in
Yeah.
person
Uh.
amongst thousands of people was an out of body experience. I can't
Oh,
even describe it.
Oh, that's sick.
bro, I know, dude. I was gonna say, people didn't like it. Whenever I hear people say they don't like it, they always tell me Starboy's their favorite album. So I can see where, like, I'm like,
Mm,
yo, you liked them for this kind of vibe, but Don
Yeah,
FM had a different vibe, and this is the one that really clicked for me for the weekend. I used to
mm,
listen to the weekend here and there, but Don FM,
mm-hmm.
I mean, I run that whole thing full. I used to full crank it in my car, bro,
yep.
driving to
It's
and
the only
from
way to do
work.
it.
Dude, oh yeah, that life was good at the time, and that was just an amazing project, bro. But my fault, man. I just, like I said, I
No.
could talk about it all week, man.
You could, bro. This one I don't have to
Mhm.
do too much talking on because we already spent some
Mhm.
time talking about the GOAT, Miss Lauren
Ooh,
Hill. Um,
Yep.
yeah,
Great album, man. Great album. If you haven't listened to it already, go listen to it. And if you haven't, I'm jealous because the first time listening to this is something
Yeah.
special.
for sure.
But what is that? Three. So number four, I got Frank Ocean's Blonde album.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This one to me, man, this one was special because this came out right around high school, and I mean, in my opinion, bro, there's a lot of albums that Frank Ocean's got, but this one to me is just a good time. Another one that's like a nostalgic purposes album. Got a lot of good songs on here. What do we got? You got Nike's, Ivy, Self Control, White Ferrari, one of the greatest songs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what do we got? Number five. So I got these next two are my two, I would say, favorite albums in the collection. It's hard for me to just pick one because they're all really good. But this one, we got Bad Bunny's Debí Tirar Más Fotos. Got the back
Oh,
here. Got the little
okay.
frog here. His name is, I think,
Yeah.
Concho, if I'm saying that right. And then, so this one, the inside is dope. I heard there's different versions, but this one has got the little, hold on. You got Bad Bunny with the Puerto Rican flag on here, and then you got little like Polaroid
Oh, that's sick.
photos of him on tour.
Oh, that's sick.
I want to say
Oh.
this is the Target version, but there's an Amazon version, so the photos are a little bit different on the Amazon version.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the photos
Ah.
are like of him making the album, like in the studio with like his friends and stuff. It's still a dope concept, but yeah, man, it was my top album of the year this year.
Okay. That
Uh,
actually,
Solid album.
I ran it. I ran it too. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good project.
yeah, man, it's a good one. And then this one, I don't even want to call this one an honorable mention. This one should have been my number one. Um, because like I don't know, man. I don't know if a lot of you know, but Mac Miller is one of my favorite artists of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So when I found out that this was a vinyl, I had to cop it, bro. I ended up waiting 2 months to get it because I had to pre-order it, and it was the longest 2 months of my life. But this is Mac Miller's Tiny Desk performance. So
What?
the whole episode is like the Tiny Desk, right? So you spin it, and it sounds just like it was on Tiny Desk. And the cool little thing about this one, Aaron, like you showed us with your future album. This one has a little message on it too. You can't really see it.
What?
Ah, man, I wish you could see it clear. The sunlight, or not the sunlight, but the lighting kind of makes it look weird. But it says, I think it says love yours, and it says Mac Miller on the bottom.
Oh man, that's so
That's
tough.
sick.
But yeah,
That's
man, this
so.
is one of my favorites of all time.
Oh man, I need more. I want more. I need to find those Tiny Desk vinyls, bro. Because I was actually very compelled to burn Larry June's onto a vinyl on wax
Yeah,
before.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
I wanted that. I want Action Bronson's. I want Anderson Packs. I want Mac Miller's. I need Boz's. There's a lot of them, bro. The Tiny
That's what
Desk
I'm
is.
saying, bro. There's so many good ones, and I didn't
Mm-hmm,
know that like they made vinyls for Tiny Desk.
I
Correct
was
me
about
if
to
I'm
say
wrong,
that.
but if there is more, please like send them our way because this Mac Miller one
mm-hmm.
is special, bro. Like you said,
Yeah.
James, if the house is burning down, this is the one I'm grabbing.
Oh
Got
yeah,
Yeah.
to. Big band though.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's what you got to sign a waiver when you get a Mac Miller album. They say you gotta
Oh
grab
my.
it, man. Like you
Yeah.
gotta leave your animals behind first, bro.
Yeah.
It goes women, children, Mac Miller vinyl, then the dog. You know what I mean? Like you got levels, you got levels to this, bro. You gotta make sure that come with you. I hear
I'm
you.
Yeah.
weak.
I hear you, bro. That's how I feel.
Um.
That's how I feel about the payback, bro. Like literally, I'm gonna make my kids hold it. If there's a fire, I'm like, you gotta hold this. I gotta
Yeah.
hold more. Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
hold this.
And that's what I'm excited about, bro, is like, 20 years from now when our kids are like hopefully physical media is still around, but when our kids are listening to like music and like what we were into, I'm excited to see some of these albums again for the first time and be like, "Oh man, like let me tell you about this one." So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
like I hope that physical media is still around, but without further ado, man, I want to say thank you for listening to this episode. This episode is probably going to be the longest one yet. We're on episode 5, but it was one of those ones that it was just a special one to me. I was really excited for this one specifically because of all the segments that we had. But yeah, man, episode number 5. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let us know down in the comments. And then also, if you have your, top 5 vinyls of all time, um, send us pictures, post them on your story. We'll post them on the
Oh
Instagram page.
yeah. Send
But
some photos. Send some photos. I gotta
yeah,
see what's out there.
send some photos. Put us on to something that we never heard. Because like I said, man, music is music, and music make the world go round. But yeah, man, that has been a wrap. Thank you for listening to episode number 5. We're out. Catch you guys on the next one.